The Minnesota Vikings absolutely got their ass kicked on Sunday by the deceiving Dallas Cowboys. Now, there's no other way to spin it. Like, from start to finish, in all phases, the Vikings absolutely got their booty handed to them. They got curb stomped, and it was just a no good, very bad day. And I know a lot of Vikings fans going full emo. Oh, even though the Vikings are 8-2, the second best record in the NFL right now. Oh, here we go. Vikings gonna lose out. Go 8-9. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. Shut your face. It's still a very good football team. They just did not show up on Sunday, which is really unfortunate, but they got to show their ass up on Thursday and try and turn around the season and save some momentum, right? But, of course, after the Vikings lost, does this necessarily mean that the season is over? Well, history has shown us no, not particularly. Even though there isn't like a 37-point loss on any of the resumes of recent Super Bowl champions, there have been some pretty handedly one-sided games. And notably, you have the last year's Rams, so Kevin O'Connell as well as Wes Phillips coming over from Los Angeles. So they lost 31-10 at San Francisco, 21-point loss on the road against the Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever. So they lost that week 10. Also, notably, the Rams, the Ravens, both had 3-game losing streaks throughout their Super Bowl run. And the Giants actually lost 4 games in a row in the middle of their season in 2011. So keep that in mind. And then 2020. So this is the year and the season that everyone points to. So the Bucs, they won Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl over the Chiefs, and in the middle of the season, Week 9, they absolutely got their asses handed to them, 38-3. This is as close as a game as the 40-3 type game. Saints just came into Tampa and dominated, right? But of course, it wasn't too good. It wasn't too good for Bruce Arians and Tom Brady and company. But we all know what happened at the end of that season, right? And people will say, well, that's Tom Brady and this is Kirk Cousins and the Bucs had a better defensive personnel. Don't care. Do not care at all. So then you got the Chiefs. Yeah, that's amazing. So the 2019 Chiefs and the 2013 Seahawks, their largest margin of loss was 7. It just speaks to how insanely dominant those teams were in their respective years. 2018, the Patriots lost at Detroit. The same Detroit, man, this is Super Bowl by 16. They still got it done somehow, some way. 2017 Eagles allegedly won the Super Bowl, but they lost 24-10 at Seattle week 13 later on in the season. Patriots lost by 16 to the Buffalo Bills. The Broncos and the corpse of Peyton Manning and as well as Brock Osweiler, they lost by 16 on the road in KC. Then the Patriots 27 points week 4, losing at Arrowhead, and that was a year where Tom Brady looked like ass, and then Jimmy Garoppolo in garbage time threw a touchdown. And everyone's like, oh, here we go, it's over. Nah, not so much. The Ravens got trucked by the Texans. And this is like the Arian Foster era back in the day with the Texans. So they lost by 30 week 7 on the road in 2012, and they still rallied up and won the Super Bowl. Of course, the Giants, like we mentioned, they had a 4-game losing streak, and in the midst of that, they got trounced in New Orleans by 25 points by the Saints. So, yeah, there's ebbs and flows. I mean, it's very rare that a team goes nearly wire to wire. And even when they lose games, it's kind of close. I mean, the Chiefs and the Seahawks, like I mentioned, are exceptions there, but you can bounce back. Like, this league will humble you. Like, the NFL wants every single game to be like this, right? The margin for error is extremely small, and on any given Sunday, anything can happen, right? So the worst team in the league can beat the best team in the league. A very good team like Dallas can beat a very good team like the Vikings by 37 points on the road. I mean, it certainly happens, man. So you got to keep your head up, and like Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins talked about, this counts 1 game in the loss column. And frankly, I mean, say Dallas came in and beat the Vikings in like a 28-27 type game, where the Vikings, was like, oh yeah, we gave it the old college try and blah 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 blah. That doesn't wake you the F up like this does, where, I mean, the Vikings, if they came in and sort of sleptwalked and tried to make a comeback and they lost a close game, we're like, all right, what we're doing is working. No, this was a full-on wake-up call for this team. It's like, hey, you have to get your ish together. You have to do your job better. Everyone, every single player, every single coach, every single equipment manager, every single trainer, everyone has to do their job better. Otherwise, you're going to get your ass kicked. as evidence. And the Vikings' 2 losses this year are against 2 of the best teams in the league, respect, with the Eagles and the Cowboys. 2 of the best teams record-wise. Got them. But I mean, it doesn't get any easier. You got Matt Judon and the Patriots coming in on Thursday night. And now this is a great opportunity for Kevin O'Connell to show what kind of coach he is. Like, how can you scrape your team off of the pavement and get them ready to play in 3 days against another one of the best defenses in the NFL? How do you adjust your play calling to make up for the fact that you are down your all-pro, all-caliber left tackle? So we're going to find out a lot about this team on Thursday night. But history has shown us that after teams get humbled, you can get back up. And you know what? Throughout the playoffs and into the Super Bowl, it doesn't really matter how many points you lost by in the middle of the season when you just had a no-call, no-show game. And hopefully that'll be the same thing for the Vikings. So hopefully this is just a bucket of cold water. Wake up, and have there be no more slack. Single game season the rest of the way. Go take care of your business. But your thoughts are thoughts. Looking back historically, how the Vikings come out back, because, I mean, other Super Bowl champions got their ass kicked too at times. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once worth the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.